Alright, hey YouTube, this is Racian bringing you a deck profile. I'm gonna be doing something a little different today. I'm gonna be doing a spin-off of Rabbit. Now, you know how Dino Rabbit can go into first turn Lagia and Dolkia and attempt to dominate the duel? Well, this deck uses basically the same engine, except it uses Verz. Yeah, that's right, Verz. Now, Verz is a dark archetype. They're dark counterparts of a lot of current archetypes, and such as Gem Knights and Naturia, Mist Valley, Gem Knights, Ice Barriers, you know, stuff, cards like those. And this deck uses the same mechanics as Dino Rabbit in order to basically initiate something sort of like a destroy all type mentality. Alright, so I'm going to go through the entire deck and then I'm going to explain some of my choices. Okay, so first we got 3 Verz-Olanta, 3 Verz-Kaitos, 2 Verz-Mandrago, 2 Verz-Freeze, 3 Verz-Heliotrope, 3 Archfiend Soldier, 3 Rescue Rabbit, 2 Verz-Caster. For spells we got Triple Duality, Allure, 3 Magic Planner, Dark Coal, Heavy, and Monster Reborn. For traps you got Mirror Force, Double D Prison, 3 Phoenix Chain, 1 Torrential, 3 CED, and Double Call. For the extra deck, we got 1 Shock Ruler, 2 Verz Bahamut, 2 Verz Ophion, 1 Verz Thanatos, 2 Lavoval Chain, 2 Digusto Emerald, 2 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Black Corn, and 1 Roach. Okay, so this deck again has the Dino Rabbit engine with mechanics with the 3 Rescue Rabbit and the 6 normal monsters that coincide with their Xyz. So boss monster of the deck is Verz Bahamut and Verz Ophion. Thanatos too, depending on the situation, but mainly Bahamut and Ophion. Now, ironically, Verz Bahamut and Verz Ophion, if you look closely, you'll notice that Bahamut is Dark Breo and Ophion is Dark Gungnir of the Ice Barrier. And I just think it's kind of cool how the boss monsters of Verz are dark counterparts of the Ice Barrier. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, but the deck usually works like a Rabbit. Rabbit will get you your 2 Archfiend Soldier, 1900 attack, or your 2 Verz-Heliotrope, 1950 attack, and you'd swing for big damage, and then you'd either Xyz into your Verz Bahamut, which requires 2 Verz or Steel Swarm, or your Verz Ophion, again 2 Verz or Steel Swarm, or your Thanatos, which is just 2 Darks. Or you can go into Lavoval Chain, which I like to do, so that we use its effect and top deck another Rabbit. Or go into Emerald and recycle your normal monsters so you can use Rabbit again. Or you can just go into Utopia to guard something, go into Black Corn to just remove a threat, or go into Roach to prevent special summonings. Or if you can pull it off, go into Shock Ruler and try and lock down some of your opponent's gameplay. But okay, I'm gonna move on to the effects now. Okay, Verz-Olanta is basically a walking exiled, a stronger exiled force. 1650 attack, tribute it and target a face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So this card gets Prio. This card will force Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment. This card will force Stardust. This card will force it will force Safe Zone, stuff like that. And Kaidos is the back row variant. Is attributed to target a spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. This especially will force Solemns. It's 1750 attack, so even if you don't blow something up, it's still a viable beater. And it also gets Prio. And basically this forces a lot of stuff because either you can summon it and call Prio and send it to the graveyard and ask your opponent if they want to negate the summon. Now if they do negate the summon, then basically you'll be getting rid of Solemn, basically, and you'll be at a 2000 LP advantage because they just negated your Verz, and you have one less back row to worry about. Whereas if they don't Solemn your Kaidos and you tribute it and you hit their Solemn anyway, then basically they lose it anyway. So it's either they negate the summon, pay 2000 LP to protect another back row, or they leave it alone and risk losing their Solemn. So, and basically you can make a safer play in the future. So Mandrago is like the Cyber Dragon of the deck, except it works even if you do have monsters. If your opponent has more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. And 1550 attack, 1450 defense, level 4, and a dark. This lets you easily overlay into a rank 4. It's a Verz, so you can go into your Bahamut. You can SS this, summon something else, and mainly like summon your Castor, normal summon it, and then and by its effect normal summon something else to overlay into your rank 3. Or because Verz casts his effect, one time during the turn this card is normal summoned, you can normal summon a Verz or Steel Swarm in addition to your normal summon or set. And it has 1750 attack, 550 defense, level 4, and it's dark, so it's a viable beater. Really good effect. This card does not have to be face up on the field for its effect to normal summon again to take place. Now I'm not sure how this works if it's fiendished. I believe it still works even if it's fiendished, because I believe the normal summon would have to be negated for the overall effect to be negated. So you play this effect, even if they do finish it, you can normal summon another Verz and you can just overlay with it, and their fiendish would just sit there useless. So works like that. And again, okay, and last, your Verz freeze is a flip effect. Target a face-up card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. This hits monsters and back row. So this will hit Fiendish Chain, this will hit Stardust, Scrap Dragon, TG Librarian. This will hit let's see, good cards. This will hit the Shining, E-Hero the Shining. This will hit well, this will hit Absolute Zero, but Absolute Zero will nerf your monsters anyway, so yeah. Okay, next, Triple Duality just for nabbing your traps or your spells, whatever you need. Allure for draw, Magic Planner for draw, because after you finish or after you call, normally They just sit there because if you call, which would be used for your Atlanta or your Kaidos, then you tribute them, then call just sits there useless. Phoenix Chain, they tribute their monster, Phoenix Chain is useless, so Magic Planner is good for drawing. Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn, overall staples. Mirror Force because it's Mirror Force, Double D Prison because Torrential Tribute because Compulsory, Anti-Meta, works really great, stops a lot of stuff, and Call for reasons stated before. Shock Ruler to nerf effects. Verz-Bahamut, this is the brain control of the deck, or the one-way creature swap of the deck. Basically, you detach and exceed and target a face-up monster your opponent controls. If they let it go through, you discard a verse and take control of the target permanently. So this can nab you. Stardust, this can punish your opponent for summoning Gores. This can take Trag, which would then allow you to take something else, another level 4. Verz-Ophion wins games. And both of these require 2 level 4 Verz or Steel Swarm monsters. While Ophion is on the field with Exceeds material attached to it, neither player can special summon level 5 or higher monsters. Also, you can detach and Exceeds material from this card to add an infestation spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So the only infestation card I run in this deck is Infestation Pandemic Infection. And when it's activated, it's cultivate spell card. During the turn, Verz and Steel Swarm monsters I currently control are unaffected by other spell and trap cards. So, I mean, I only run 2 of those, and I side those. So, Ophion mainly just sits there to hinder E-Heroes, Chaos Dragons, Chaos. While Ophion is on the field, the Shining can't touch it. Absolute Zero can't touch it. A lot of the E-Heroes can't touch it. BLS can't touch it. Chaos Sorcerer can't touch it. Red MD can't touch it. Pulsar can't touch it unless it's tribute summoned. Dark Flare can't touch it unless it's tribute summoned. Works like that. Verz Thanatos is pretty cool. 2 dark monsters. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach and exceed material from this card, and it is unaffected by the effects of other effect monsters. So this will get over Raiko, this will get over Chaos Sorcerer, this will get over BLS if they try and remove it or something. But so yeah, double lovable to top deck Rabbit and to top deck whatever Verz you may need. Emerald to recycle your Verz, and also you can have 6 normal monsters that are well worth special summoning from the graveyard, so you can exceed with them, so it's really great. Double Utopia because it's Utopia, and Chaos Number for when Utopia runs out of material, so you're not left with a dead monster. Blackhorn because of its effect. 2100 attack points isn't very encouraging, but it's a good option. And Roach because it's level 4 and it stops special summoning. It's sort of like a counterpart to Ophion. If I can't pull Ophion out, then at least I have Roach. So yeah. The extra deck, I'm still working on it. Mainly I just have 1 additional Verz caster, the 2 infestation spell cards, triple skill drain because Atlanta and Kaidos both go under skill drain. You got 6 normal monsters that are unaffected by skill drain. Rabbit is unaffected by skill drain. Mandrago doesn't need, has no additional effects. It special summons itself and that's it. Freeze is the only monster in this deck. Freeze and Caster are the only monsters in this deck that are affected by skill drain, and they're not even very important. So yeah, and plus skill drain, I can always magic planner off of it, so it's good. The rest of them, I'm just testing them, so they're not really important. Alright, but this is a prototype deck. I'm still trying to make it better. So far it's been proven really well. I've been able to compete with E-Heroes with this, with Chaos Dragons with this. I've been able to compete with Dark Synchro, and I'm still testing. So let me know what you think about the deck. Comment about suggestions about it. Again, I'm probably gonna be posting like videos about like newer archetypes or underdog archetypes. So 44 card deck, again, still making improvements. It's not perfect, but it's doing the job, so I'm happy with it. Well, I guess that's it. Alright, see ya.